So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the design and build up of our little cabin in the woods. The material I just unloaded was basically to build the subfloor, and I had to go back and get all the cinder blocks. So I started out by nailing the inside portion of the main frame and then just doing a quick level. And once I got it leveled, I went ahead and squared it up, and I just did that by measuring each corner. I made adjustments with a green strap to get it squared up. From there I nailed in the floor joists and then added the outside portion and built the porches. And I had to pull up some stumps along the way. It took me a few weekends to get this done. So the cool thing about designing your own cabin is I could get everything exactly right according to the particular windows that I was going to purchase. All these sizes were pulled off of the Home Depot specification pages for the windows that I was buying and door. Other than the really rainy conditions, everything went together really well. The way I had my plans put together, it allowed me to cut out each and every board before I ever nailed a wall together. So that was very helpful. For instance, while Josh was doing this entire back wall, I was cutting out for the front wall. So that really sped up the process. And I believe if we had had the air compressor working and all our tools that we intended on using, we could have got this thing done really quick. But it still went up fairly well with the old-fashioned hammer. See what I mean by cutting out each individual piece for the walls. So like each one of these are apart, and I made a little printout to bring with me, and it's got the label of each piece and what boards to cut out of what boards to keep your efficiency high, so you don't end up with a lot of scrap. Like that would be my scrap piece out of that board, that little tiny piece. And once I got my parts out, I would pull up whichever wall and use that for layout. Getting the main beam in place was not quite as bad as we thought it would be. I think we sat and stressed over it for a while, but thanks to a friend from work, he come out and helped me put the heavy beam up, so that was pretty helpful. The further along we got in this project, the less filming we done, so I had to resort to picture taking from here on out. My father-in-law showed up just in time to help me get the plywood up on the roof. I think that turned out to be the actual hardest thing to do out of the whole project. We pushed really hard and got it dried in just before a major downpour.
So this is definitely the highest we've ever seen it. It is high. And this all happened in what, 8 hours?
Yep. All the rain.
It was like pretty much normal, and then 8 hours this is happening.
He's locking it up for the first time.
Once we got it dried in, it was just weekend trips to finish up the siding and the floors, and that's what we're doing now, is the inside work. So if you like this video and you'd like to see what else we do later on, be sure to subscribe, and you can check over at plantobuild.com for the latest and greatest details. Thanks for watching.